So basically what this move is you take up some speed and you get to a 2-footed glide like that. My body will be facing the center of the circle. Now to prepare to go from backwards to forwards, the first thing I'll do is rotate my body to face away from the circle. So if I'm going around this way, anti-clockwise normally, that's the center of my circle, my body's facing away. What happens then is my body stays facing this way and I pivot from backwards to forwards, and now my body will still be facing away from the center of the circle and I'll be on my 2-footed glide going forwards. So to demonstrate this move in an anti-clockwise direction, I pick up a bit of speed with my backward crossovers. I go into my 2-footed glide on a curve going backwards, rotate to face away from the center of the circle, pivot my feet to forwards. So when you go from backwards to forwards, you really want to make sure that your weight is towards the back of the blade here. You don't want it too far forwards. If I put my weight too far forwards, I'll show you. I'm there, my weight's too far forwards, and I can't actually turn. My weight's nice and back, you see. If you look closely at my toes, you'll see that as I go from backwards to forwards, they actually come up off the ice a little bit. Obviously you don't want your weight completely on the heels. What you don't want to do this either, because you could well fall over. It's dangerous. So it's only slightly towards the back of the blade, very slightly like that. Another common mistake you want to avoid is that people, they take a bit of speed with their backward crossovers, and when they go to turn, they leave their body facing the center of the circle, so they can't actually turn. They have nothing to create any momentum to get the turn. Like I said, very important that the body faces away from the center of the circle and it stays away when you do the turn. You also want to be nice and soft in the knee. If you have your feet locked out like this, it's much harder to do. So this move is essentially a 2-footed backward 3 turn. For the moment, we want to make sure we do that. That's why we face away and we turn away from the circle. You'll learn a move later on where you turn from backwards to forwards on the circle, staying facing in. But for the moment, we're not trying to do that. That's why we're facing away and turn to forwards like that. It's a 2-footed 3 turn.